Welcome back to more World Championship Tournament 2004. Everyone still last time we took care of 3 duelists, and they were Rex Raptor, right here, Esparoba, as well as Weeble Underwood, but we did lose one time to Weeble because this guy's ridiculous. Let's move on to Bonz, who says traps. Okay, so, I mean, you'll be finding out that throughout this game, they generally are not, you know, they're just not, like, that description, it's not consistent with what they really have as a strategy, you know? Like, for example, it says traps. Bonz does not use any more traps than any other duelist, really, so, like, what the heck? It's not that, you know? I don't know. Okay, so I began with Overdrive because it has the most defense out of my other monsters. He's gonna use the Bistro Butcher. I'm gonna use Trap Hole then. If he used a monster weaker than 1500, I would have probably just left it. Like, to attack me, you know? Alright, so I have Heavy Storm and Dark Hole. I'm not gonna use Heavy Storm. I'm gonna save it for, like, much later. And, oh, Ring of Destruction. Okay. So, in case you don't know, Ring of Destruction is a card that, destroys one monster on the field. You get to target who. And then both duelists then lose life points equal to the attack of that destroyed monster. It's pretty interesting because back in the Eternal Duel of Soul and Worldwide Edition, this card was actually called Bell of Destruction, and it had a different picture, but now it's a Ring of Destruction, and it has the original, like the actual, not original, but the actual picture that is in the North American release. It's Monster Reborn, my Overdrive. I'll activate Solemn Wishes now. Okay. There we go. What? Shoot. Well, I believe I have, what, Dark Hole or something? I think I have it. I should. And if not, I have Spell Lightning Circle anyway. Let's see, did I have it? Heavy Storm? I did. Okay, let's go ahead and use Dark Hole then to blow up your Summon Skull. And then finally summon the Man-Eating Treasure Chest. Alright, enter battle phase. Bam! 1600. Okay, and I'm just gonna go to, you know, main phase 2 and then activate Spellbinding, or not activate, but set Spellbinding Circle. And that way I'm just safe, you know, I need to be safe for sure. Okay, remove your barrel, that's fine. Unsummon Skull. Nope, not yet. Defense mode. He's going to attack, which means yes, now is the time. Use Spellbinding Circle. Because I want to save my monster. The next turn I guess I can just use my Heavy Storm to blow up his Premature Burial. Okay, so I got 7 colored fish. How many cards are in your hand? 2. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Let's do Heavy Storm. That'll destroy the Summoned Skull. I'm gonna summon this. It makes more sense to attack with 7 colored fish because next turn they'll lose anyway. Assuming I can, you know, not get destroyed this turn with this face down card. Okay. Hio, or Hio. Alright, so you're 1 attack away from losing. Now, unfortunately, I have nothing in my hand, so if he does destroy me, my monsters like a Raigeki or Dark Hole or something, I'm somewhat in trouble. No, he just passed. Perfect. Okay, so with that, we have won the duel. Now, I actually forgot to put in Mirror Force in my deck, and I probably should do that. I mean, maybe I should just take like an overall, just like, you know, a couple minutes just to look at my deck. But let's see. I believe this one has Change of Heart. This one has Monster Reborn and also Pot of Greed. I kind of want Pot of Greed. Pot of Greed is a common in this pack. Nothing there. Oh well. Yes, before I take on Mako, who can be pretty freaking difficult, I have to make sure that I have a good deck here. So let's see. Because I'm keeping Gamma at the moment because it's a pretty decent defense. I also got a Sangan, which is somewhat helpful. So I'm gonna get rid of, not Shining Abyss, that's good defense. I'll get rid of the weakest defense, which would be Great White, and then second place would be man-eating treasure chest. So if I do that, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 monsters that I consider beatdown, starting from this. That's good, I should be fine. Let's go to spells and let's see what you got. So, all these suck, honestly. All these cards suck. Shield and Sword's pretty decent, but remove Trap, nope. Mystical's much better. Dreams to Doom, Sword of Deep Sea, block attack, German infection, paralyzing potion. What does this do? Oh, it seems interesting, but I don't think I want to do that. Mystical, what does Inspection do? You can randomly select one card in your opponent's hand and look at it. No. No good spells. What about traps? That one basically destroys 2 monsters you control and 1 monster your opponent controls. Not worth it. Solemn Judgment, yes. Magic Jammer, yes. So let's see, I have Royal Decree and 7 Tools of the Bandit. I don't know if I want Royal Decree because I'm using a pretty decent amount of trap cards now. There's Mirror Force. I probably don't want Royal Decree. I'm gonna put Robin Goblin and get rid of Royal Decree. And then, okay, let's go back to monsters now. Actually, you know what I should do? Well, let's go to the deck. So, again, as far as the deck goes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I can afford to narrow it down to 15. I can take out Blue Wing, I'll take out Crazy Fish. No, this one, because I'm dueling Mako next. That'll have the advantage. Okay, so there's that, and then finally there's one more that I can get rid of maybe. Maybe a Gamma, finally. I'll get rid of Gamma, sure. Get rid of that. And I want to put Sangan, because there's Time Wizard. Can I switch this by just effect monsters? What does category mean? I don't know what that means. What? What the hell's all this? I don't know. Whatever. I mean, they're actually in numbers right now. But I don't see any freaking... What the heck? Where's the effect monsters, man? Here they are. No, no. Sangan, yes. Larvamoth, hell no. Worst card in the game, ever. Garibo, Crass Clown, White Magical Hat. Pretty good card, actually. Dream Clown, Tainted Wisdom, Princess of Tsurugi. Magician of Faith, I want that. Miniature Bug, maybe. I think I'm fine. I should be fine like that. Okay. Let's take on Mako. Not looking forward to it. This guy is pretty brutal. I believe he has 3 copies of Giant Red Sea Snake and 3 copies of 7-colored fish. Basically, he has a beatdown style deck. He's the first beatdown user you'll see. Look at that, see? He can be an extremely difficult duelist. You gotta have good luck with your spells and traps, because, let me tell you, it's gonna get insane. I'm gonna summon 7-colored fish as well. I'm gonna set that. So I'm not actually gonna destroy you, there's no point in doing that. Instead I wanna wait and see what you're gonna be doing. Sacrifice. For the Legendary Fisherman. I'm gonna wait until you attack me. So the Legendary Fisherman only activates like its effect when Umi is actually on the field. But luckily I can use Skull Dice. 4. And you just kill yourself. Nice. Skull Dice is pretty good sometimes, it can be. That card just helped me. So luckily you know, I drew that card and getting a little bit lucky here. I'm gonna go ahead and summon another... Actually... No, because I don't want to waste both of my good beatdown monsters yet. If he uses like a Dark Hole or Raigeki, I'm in trouble. So I have to play this very safe. Because if I don't, like, I'm gonna lose all my freaking good monsters and I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, I'm screwed. He's down to 4,200 life points. Okay. Ooh me. At least I buffed up my 7-colored fish. Okay, so he's putting defense mode. I can use Tribute to the Doomed. Yeah, I think I actually won this. I got so lucky, people. So incredibly lucky. Discard that to destroy this monster. What was that? Dharma Cannon. Pretty rare to discard like that. Yeah, I won Duel. I mean, honestly, that was just luck. That was seriously just luck. If you want me, maybe I can, like, duel him again. But, like, what do you mean, if you want me? Like, I have to make a decision right now, you know? With no input from all of you, because, you know, I'm a Let's Player, not a streamer. Okay, so that's the duel. Okay, so... Go for that Pot of Greed, come on. Pot of Greed, come... No, damn it, no Pot of Greed. Shoot. Okay, so... I mean, that's actually it. That's seriously it for the Tier 2 duelist. So let me go ahead and talk about, you know, what's next, what's to come. So, you have to duel these duelists, all Tier 2 duelists, 5 times each minimum. Okay, so which means I must duel them all 4 times each. Off screen. After that, you then require a certain card in the trunk and not in your deck. For example, there's a person called My Valentine. For that, you need a Harpy's Feather Duster in your trunk and none in your deck. Once you beat her once, you can then put Harpy's Feather Duster in your deck, but, you know, in the beginning you can, so yeah. For Joey Wheeler, I believe you need Jinzo. For, there's Bandit Keith, I believe, you need a Barrel Dragon. There's a few more. I actually forgot what they all are. I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember, I can't. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Actually, I might face them all 10 times each, off screen. Basically, to unlock more booster packs, you gotta start dueling all the Tier 2 duelists 10 times each. If you beat this guy 10 times, you get a booster pack. If you beat this guy 10 times, you get a different booster pack. And so on. Each one of these possesses a different one. The one I'm interested in is this one, Mako Tsunamis. The reason why is because he has some good cards in there that are essentially hand destruction cards. Or, is that? No, actually, no. That might be Fire Princess, actually. Some of these have the hand destruction stuff, like Delinquent Duo, Confiscation, the Forceful Sentry. You get Yatagarasu later, but I also want like White Magical Hat and stuff, which I'm gonna go back to the Bella Dragon booster pack. But I think the easiest way to actually, you know, make this game progress better would be to make a kind of a Yata-lock deck in a way. It's possible to do it because nothing is forbidden in this game. In real life, it is. So I'm gonna try that. But again, I'm just gonna be cutting to. I mean, the next episode, obviously, in which I am going to be unlocking the Tier 3 duelist. So, if you enjoyed this episode in any way, please be sure to leave a like. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.